Sebastian Rogers is an autistic boy. He's 15 years old. He's been missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee. And everybody has been looking for him. Everybody. He is 5 foot 5 inches tall. He weighs 120 pounds. Sandy blonde hair, and he wears glasses. And again, there is no footprint of him whatsoever.
You think back, and there might have been a reason he was possibly upset or something outside that could have enticed him to go outside. Was there anything that came to mind?
We've been combing over that day and even the weeks before he left, and I haven't been able to figure it out. That morning he was laughing, he was joking. Everyone we were around that day agreed that he seemed like he was in a good mood. He was behaving.
This boy, I've done told y'all, reminds me of my son that had autism, that is my third son. And he disappeared right down the road from part of where my family lives. And I take all of these cases serious. I am not playing about anything right now.
The original thinking was that Sebastian Rogers left home on his own, but the fact that he disappeared without a trace now has authorities looking into the very real possibility of foul play.
I'm not trying to accuse them of anything. I'm trying to tell you how suspicious they are now becoming. Hello, everybody. It is May 19th, 2025. Hello. Hey, BMW Coop. Hello, happy Monday. Selena Dixon, Dawn Emery, Holly S., Kathleen Channing. Hello, Mama Risa. Show Poodles. I love seeing that beautiful poodle. Hello, Janice. Hello. Holly, thank you. Whoop. Thank you for the super sticker, my love. Thank you. And let's see, my Wi-Fi has been off and on all morning. Hopefully it won't go out again. I hope not. Robin, hello. Yeah, they make me sick. Me too. Frank, good morning. Ernie Rose. I can't even speak this morning. Let's see what we got here. Susan, Elizabeth, Sharon, hello from Georgia. Carla Sparks, and baby kisses. Kiki. Okay. Rhonda Moon. Hey, Rhonda. Long time no see, honey. Hello. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Good to see you. Hey. Good to see you. First of all, I want to say everybody in this. Yeah, I brought you here to speak some more truth this morning. I want to say, though, prayers to everybody in the storm's path. Everybody. I've got Kentucky. I've got Virginia. I've got Texas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Illinois, Indiana. Lots of places that was Missouri destroyed. Tap dancer Lizzie, hello. Hey Jude, beautiful. Lots of places that was destroyed. Oh, Robin, happy heavenly birthday to your son. I know that's hard. Boy, you put that bridge, that dock out. I seen that on Facebook. I was like, and you said they tore it down now, but I was like, that bridge already looked creepy. Oh, I'm sorry, Robin. Big hugs. Man, I can't even fathom what you go through losing your daughter and your son. That was just my phone, just my other phone. Lay down. So prayers to you, and prayers to everybody though, that many lives was lost and many things, but homes and cars, and it's just destroyed from what I saw. But those things can be replaced. People cannot be replaced, but prayers to everybody affected by the storms. And Janice says their lights are flickering off and on, and if storms are coming through Tennessee or wherever they're coming, y'all be safe. Just be safe. Take care of yourself, your family, your animals. And if you have to leave. Do what you need to do. I know next month hurricane season's coming up on us here in Florida, and we never know either, So, many prayers. And many prayers to those who are fighting a battle, who's sick, who's handling it like troopers. Some may still be in shock. Some may just be, I don't know how they do it. Many prayers to our Maud Millie, to Daily Tab, Tiffany Marie, her son. I just talked to where's Sebastian, 1-800 this morning. She's been going through a lot. When it rains, it pours. So many things people can't imagine. So just please, pray for Christine 55555. I watched her video yesterday, and I watched 2 of her videos yesterday, and I watched one of them this morning. I don't know how she's doing this. She's taking it like a trooper. Pray for her. It's so sad. She's been around, since Summer Wells. Just too much. So many things. So many unspoken prayers out there. Lady Freedom's daughter. So much. Too much ugliness going around out here. Thank you, Kiki. Love you. And you're not late. We're just getting some stuff out of the way. No. Yeah, shake your head. No. This is my big baby right here. So, do you want out? Hold on. Let me put this one out. Hold on, y'all. All right, they're like kids. They wait till you get on the phone or get started with something. So, anyway. Hey, Jen and Georgia and SI officer and everybody coming in. But happy Monday, May 19th, 2025. Time flies. We used to say time flies when you were having fun. We ain't having fun. We ain't having fun no more. I need this time to stop. I need time to slow down. Just slow down a little bit. One thing we can't do is we can't turn back time. Jeez. Where does this time go? But I do hope everybody had, hey, funny face Brenda, love you, girl. Glad to see you. I hope, though, that everyone had a good weekend. I did post some, but I just mostly chilled yesterday and kind of tried to catch up, honestly. I took a long nap. I did do that. Took a long nap. Sometimes you just got to do that. You got to kind of back away from this stuff for a bit. I just wasn't feeling it yesterday. I just was not feeling it. I get so frustrated sometimes with all this and all these bad things going on. Yeah, it does feel like Holly stuff is speeding up, and it's just so odd. But sometimes I need a break, and I know y'all need a break too. Yeah, naps are good. I took me a long nap yesterday, a long nap, and then I went to bed early. Then I got up, and then I went to bed early. I was not good for nothing yesterday. Like I said, I did read some stuff and go through some stuff, but I was just not good for nothing, honestly. I just was not good. Was not good. So I just get frustrated sometimes. I'm like, the heck with it. I'm not going to do it. If I get in the mood, I'm not going to do something. Nobody's going to make me do nothing, honey. Nobody. I get stubborn. I am stubborn. That's one thing I am, is stubborn. I am just stubborn. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. So there's that part. What did y'all do this weekend? Did you do anything interesting? Anything good? Anything fun? Or did y'all be on YouTube all the time? I'm just saying. Mama Marie said, I feel Sebastian needs me at my best, so I can sometimes take a break. Yeah, and that's true. And if I don't get some quiet time or some me time, you spend it with your grandbabies. That's the best. That's the best. And you had a 7th birthday party. Yay, Heather. Yeah, if you don't just step back a minute and take some time, if you're doing these cases or helping do these cases or anything, you're not going to do any good, and you can't think. You're just not going to be any good. You can't just pound the pavement all the time. Miss Keto Bite, let's see, went swimming and got a heck of a good sunburn. Oh my goodness. That sounds like pain, not fun. Just saying. Getting ready for my 6-year-old autistic granddaughter kindergarten graduation in Sumner County tomorrow. Yay. Well, congratulations. Yes, we're going to watch that, Heather. We are going to go over that. I think that was very interesting. I do think that was very interesting. I do. I do want to say quickly, again, they have not caught, I was just watching, they have not caught all the prisoners, though, in New Orleans who broke out. So everyone still needs to be very cautious. And if you're around in that area or any surrounding area, God only knows where those people are at now. Be very careful and be on the lookout, but nobody approach them. Call 911 or Crime Stoppers if you know anything or you think you see those. Yeah, you mean you haven't heard anything about that, Mama Risa? Oh, Lord, honey. They broke out of the New Orleans jail, honey. 10 of them. Well, it was 11, but one didn't run, so it was 10. They caught 3. There's 7 out. Hey, Betsy Mathis. They think it was an inside job. It's just a big, huge mess. It's going on 4 days. It's yeah, and they all have terrible, terrible crimes. Some of the victims even they had been called. They're really highly pissed, and they've had to leave. It's just a crazy mess. I'm sure they have, and they're probably headed over this way too. Everybody comes over this way, honey. It's just a whole dangerous situation. But nobody approached. They had, I'm sure, inside and outside help. This wasn't something that just happened. That just happened overnight. Let me look at something here. Now, these are the remaining, not the ones with the X, but these are the remaining ones. We're going to go down their names in a minute. Oh, it's the fourth day. Okay, this is the fourth day. The ones that have been caught, their names are Kendall Miles, Robert Moody, Deacon Dennis, and the ones still at large are Derek Groves. He's convicted of a mass shooting, that was in New Orleans at Mardi Gras in 2018. And he may target the trial witnesses, is what they're saying. Antoine Massey held on domestic violence, and he also has vehicle theft charges, kidnapping, RAPE, and a history of escape. He's still out there. Gary Price, he's charged with attempted first degree MURDER and domestic abuse. Linton Van Buren, Jermac Donald, and Corey Boyd, they all face second degree MURDER. And Leo Tate, he's a convicted felon in federal court for firearm possession, and they all should be considered armed and dangerous. They have nothing to lose, people. They have absolutely nothing to lose. And so just be very careful. These people have nothing to lose. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's worrisome, and there's that. Now, I seen silvers on the screens. I guess some of y'all did see that, but we're going to go over that. And he's back in Hendersonville, and we're going to go over that. He was riding around. He was told there was don't call me right now. He was told there was some yard sales over in the area of Stafford Court, and there were signs out over there. And this is something evidently they do yearly. I don't think they did it last year because Sebastian was missing. So, and he was there again looking for Katie's son. And, after all, he has every right to do that. So we're just going to get into it. So let's do that.
Sebastian Rogers. Have you seen me? Say his name. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Gone 446 days. 446 days. 1, 2, 3. That is 1 year, 2 months, 3 weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, in a week from today, that'll be 1 year, 2 months, 4 weeks, which would be 1 year, 3 months. 1 year, 3 months, which would be 5 quarters, 15 months. We are quickly approaching a year and a half. No distraction in finding Sebastian. The goal, simple, bring him home. Simply stated, harder to do. So this is the thumbnail, and this is what you clicked on. Sebastian Rogers, gone 446 days, as we just discussed. That's 1, 2, 3, 1 year, 2 months, 3 weeks. 1 week away from 1 year, 3 months. 15 months, 5 quarters. 4 quarters in a year. 15 quarters is 1 year and 3 months. Was this KP? So there was a neighborhood yard sale. Neighborhood yard sale at Sebastian's neighborhood today. I found this out last minute as I'm in town to search, to look, to come up with some clue, something that can bring this boy home. This was presented to me. So I said, hey, before I start my search, let me go drive the neighborhood to see maybe a couple of things. One, how many people were participating? 2, are they getting back to normal? They deserve normal. The neighbors deserve normal. And 3, Sebastian's sign still up in the front yard. And would there be any participation on Stafford Court, specifically KP and CP, Sebastian's home? So did a drive-through. And it was very interesting, and that's the thumbnail you're looking at. So let's jump into, say his name, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. That's why we are here. So let's jump into the videos. So out of respect for neighbors, I didn't want to drive through the neighborhood and hold out a video camera. So everything you're going to see is recorded on my dash cam. Now, for some reason, and I have to look into it, it's a mute button, I'm sure, but I narrated what I'm doing now during the drive. So as we drove into the neighborhood, and this house is doing the yard sale, and this house, whatever I was saying, then it was on the dash cam, but there's no audio. So I'll be speaking that as we go. So let's go just a little ways outside, about a mile or so from the house. We'll go through the house, through the neighborhood, and see what we see. So here we are, Silvers 2 and I in the car. I'm driving. And so you'll see as we come up, about when this video starts, you'll start seeing Sumner County Police here. To the left is Long Hollow Pike Church. We're on Long Hollow Pike, headed what would be west to Sebastian's neighborhood. Cars over to the left. And what we found out later is so many police vehicles around. We knew that some type of event
Oh, Lord, I've been on mute this whole time. Preaching. Preaching. Thank you to my mod. Oh, God, thank you. Okay, I'm going to shorten it. I said, I'm going to stop this for a minute because I said, I don't care if you live on that street corner. I don't care. I want to stop it right here. Y'all see all them police cars there? You do see all them police cars there? I don't care. I don't care. On every weekend, I don't care if it's a ball game. I don't care if school's being let in or let out. I don't care. Before Sebastian went missing, after Sebastian went missing, during Sebastian went missing. And I know, not only do I have family there, I am a dual residence. I have been there many times, in and out, slipped in and out, whatever. They're packed like that with cops, always, always. You don't need that many cops in one place at one time. You just don't. You don't. If they use their resources and their money to not all be at one place at one time, maybe they could find what they're looking for. I'm just saying. And I don't want to hear we don't have the money and the resources. Just look at that. That's the way it is all the time. And if you live right there and you're in my chat, and I don't care if you support me 24/7 with $10,000 a month, which I ain't got nobody in here that does that. But if you did, and you said, Smiley, that's a damn lie, I'm going to tell you, you're a fucking damn lie. Because I know. I know. And there's no need in it. There's no need in that. And I don't care what y'all say. I don't care. I hope y'all can hear me. Gotcha. You didn't have to tell me that. Somebody got me, Kiki. But I love you. I love you. Okay, now we're going to go back watching it. Sorry.
And I think it's graduations or whatever we're going on. So I think had the audio recorded on the dash cam at this point, you would have heard me start talking about Sebastian is missing now. Say his name, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, missing now 446 days, 1 year, 2 months, 3 weeks. Now we're at what's called like the X, I've come to know. This is, I'm on Long Hollow Pike, headed west. The car's going across. I just realized this today for the first time. So that is Shackle Island Road until you cross over Long Hollow going north to the right this way, right? And that would become New Hope Road, which will take you to Latimer Lane. Just past this, where you'll find Warsham's Market and Beecham's storage, things that have been brought up by a lot of people. You look across the corner over here, and that's going to be Sebastian's high school that we'll go through. So at this point, we're about a mile away from the neighborhood. And all of this, and they even have cops here, police here. And you can see this is around 11:36 today, May 17th. And so we go, this is premiered everyone. You have Beach. So that's a middle school to the right there. And now you're coming by Beach. They are the Beach High School Buccaneers, it appears to be. And then after the Beach High School, you'll have a small church where there's a cemetery behind it, the new neighborhood, and then Sebastian's neighborhood. And then you'll have to the left over here, the voluntary Shackle Island Voluntary Place Fire Center, where there was a command center for Sebastian back on February 26, 2024, as everyone was looking for him. And here we go. So, as I said, see, who all would be participating, how this poor incident, what has happened to Sebastian, whatever has happened, and wherever he may be affected, this yard sale. Now you see the signs right here, and the yard sale I found out from a local is a yearly thing, an annual thing, springtime, spring cleaning, if you will, getting ready for the summer. But of course, last May they would not have done this out of respect of Sebastian being missing. So I guess a year from now, and really no clues as which way to go, right or left, and trying to find Sebastian. You'll see right here too, there'll be a sign right there at Stafford saying garage sale. And, people want to get rid of their stuff, clean up, and feel like, a little bit of a normalcy, right? So here's to the left. This is the home, I say in the video, directly behind Sebastian's home. So they had something going on. They had people out in the yard, garage sale, if you will. Not many going on here, but you get up as we start going up. This is Kellen. As we start going up Kellen, look to the right here, the blue tarp, the blue tent. That home is also having one, and that home, most people know, that's where the Uber car, watch the mob crew, that's where the Uber driver had pulled in to pick this person up to go to the airport. That's also, I believe, where there's footage of the trash truck going by, and maybe even, a car or so. So this is the infamous turn that we believe the 3 a.m. car did the turn here. I didn't go down that road because they're cutting trees. So I just did a turn here. And all this is really important because you see I'm having to back up, and it's just seconds, right? Like it takes me this long to do this and this long to do that. So as I start going back down Kellen with the cars parked on the sidewalks, on the curb because of the yard sales, you'll see we're about to meet a car. And I'll talk about this in a minute.
I didn't see
Could be
that.
absolutely nothing. But they allow us to come by. We wave. Black Dodge Ram truck. We go on by. Okay, so that's where that video ends. It's a loop on a dash cam if you're married.
Hold on. I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't see that, SI officer. Hey, Jude said she's going to go back and look. She'll look for us because I didn't see that. I was not aware of that. And I'm sorry I missed you. I want to know too. I'm curious. Let's see. Hold on.
It'll loop. This loops every 5 minutes. So here you'll see us pick up exactly as soon as it loops, it starts right back where it is. So we're coming down Kellen now, much like we've driven before in the nighttime. You've probably seen on the mob crew the video of that. But it's a very nice neighborhood, especially it's a beautiful day. You'll see them have a search video, new place that I'll post later, possibly tomorrow. And, so here we're taking the turn. Beautiful neighborhood, though, beautiful day on a Saturday. Of course, this is the house with the, flashlight video. This is the area of the flashlight. And the dash cam does fairly well on the width of the wide angle, but you still can't turn it to see certain things. So you turn this corner, and then this is going to be Sebastian's home. The first thing you'll see, Chris's truck sticking out. You'll see Sebastian's sign, flyer right there. It is in there. And then something happens right then. And it's kind of shocking to us. This is why I wish the audio was good, because we're commenting on it. So we make our way up. There's no much going on. Really, there's only two maybe a third one on Kellen, and there's only one here on Stafford. So
Hi, Mama. It's give it just a minute. Hopefully it'll come back. What is going on with all this?
so it's in the cul-de-sac right at the end, as you can see. Up the road, up the driveway, they have some stuff, and we stopped here to see what kind of stuff they had. And we honestly too, that was the third reason. If we saw something that caught our eye, you know, then we would have looked to see if we were going to purchase anything. So we looked at that. We looked up the driveway. We didn't see anything, but something was going on behind us that was also, we weren't sure what was happening. So we'll see that in a minute. I just want to run through. This is the front dash cam view. We're coming back down Stafford. As you can see, there's not really more, but look at this. Look who's coming here now. Just as we get to Sebastian's home, CP truck, the RV. There's the Dodge Ram again. See the poster in the yard. Way to go, guys. Still having your son's poster up. And then we come back to the end of Stafford, and we stop here for a few seconds. And basically at this point, not to bore anyone, we turn and we go out of the neighborhood, right? And that's it. Now, as we all know from previous videos with my dash cam, it shoots front, as you're seeing here. It shoots rear. Remember the time I went by and Katie, allegedly was Katie, coming out of the, did I do the disclaimer? I think I did the disclaimer. Let me do the disclaimer again, just to make sure I have the disclaimer. I'll throw this back up here. The content in this video is for informational purposes only. Everything you see in this video is alleged and, in my opinion, not to be taken as fact. Okay? Thank you for your support. And also throw the disclaimer up too, because there's Sebastian Rogers. Say his name. Say his name. I throw it up too because what we're about to show you now, just want to make sure I'm on public property. You know, the dash cam is video. And so much like when I went by the house many, many months ago, and everyone likes to talk about the car that possibly could be the car at 3 a.m. in my video. Well, this is what's going to happen now. What typically happens is I see things forward, right? I don't have another camera running. You can't turn this house we can't turn and look at anything. If someone was standing on that front porch, we wouldn't see them in this video. But as we go by, I do have a rear camera and it catches things. So now let's take a look at that. The first thing you're going to see, there's two things I want to note. They got a Bigfoot thing here. I like this neighbor here, a huge Bigfoot, and he's kind of under a tree. I don't know how long that's been there, but it caught my eye. But right here where I grabbed the video from the rear.
Oh, thank you.
You'll see this is that Dodge Ram.
I appreciate
you saw us go by. And now that's that Ram. And so I'm not saying, I'm driving through, right? So I don't know if they were there for the yard sale. I don't know if they said, hey, just take this time because there is a yard. I thought there would be more vehicles maybe driving around. This was, like I said, 11:30. And I believe they started at 7 a.m. and it went to maybe 2 p.m. But so anyway, let's just watch. I'm not going to say anything. Watch the video, and then we'll see what kind of comments we can make. I will say this: we're coming down Kellen, so we just passed. That's a reference point, just passing the thing. You can see the house off to the right. that had the video footage that was having their garage sale. We'll be coming by the house shortly right here. That's right behind Sebastian's home, directly behind. We all know that home. There it is. They have their stuff going on. And we're about to take the turn now right on to Stafford, where a 3 a.m. car, all that happened. And now we'll be taking,
Tracy,
as you get on
open
Stafford,
Rhode
take the
Island.
turn. You have one home to the right before you see Sebastian's home. And as we approach Sebastian's home and we look over, we see this. Did you see it? Keep watching. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time I've ever in person seen KP's car. And you see it's coming out. Now, allegedly, that's why the disclaimer's on the wall. It looks like KP's car. It comes out of KP's home. It was backed in. We're going to go back and see it again, but it was backed in. It pulled out front ways. We stopped here, as you saw in the first video, to look at the stuff and watch.
Shit, I'd have got out and looked at the yard sale
Is she
stuff.
driving?
I promise
That's
you
the
I
title
would
of the
have.
thing. Was this KP?
Look at that.
Someone's driving. Is CP driving? It appears to me from stopping the video, there's only one person in the car. Now, at this point, I'm not trying to be ego that they even know who I am. I'm trying to find their son.
We
I don't
would have
really
got out
care
and
to
bought
see
something,
them.
wouldn't we,
I
Miss
want to
Grace?
find their son, their stepson and son. By the way, let me stop right here.
Yeah, I
There
would have.
goes, watch,
I
there
promise.
goes the round truck. Poster in the driveway, that's great. So we go, and it looks like from here, we'll go back and look at it, that they may stop and check the mail. So at this point, I don't know if they were coming out without us coming by, but when my car went by, is there any way they may know of my black SUV? And then I've been through the neighborhood. So I get to the stop, and I need to punch in directions where I'm going next. So we sit here for about 20 seconds and wasn't sure what was going to happen. And then you'll see allegedly the car coming. And about the time it's getting close to us, I've got my directions in, and I go to turn right to leave the neighborhood. And I did not know what this car was going to do.
I would have got out. I would have went to the yard sale. I mean, would have every right, and so would he. People be having yard sales. You're allowed to go to yard sales. And guess what? I would have been like Justin. Is that Katie? I would have said, and is that Edgar? I'd be like, I'd have looked at them people, I'd be handing them a quarter. Is that Katie? Is that Edgar? Oh my God! Is that Edgar? Oh my God! Is that Katie? Holy crap! Is that Corella? Is that Corella? What happened to her? Oh my God. Is that Terry? Is that Terry? Chris! Chris! Corella needs some Dalmatians. I love yard sales too. I'd be like, is that Chris? Chris! Chris! I want another interview. I got questions. I got questions. I got questions for you, babe. I got questions. We got questions. Chris! It's Smiley! Hey, dude! I'll be like, come on, Chris, let me give you a hug. Smiley likes to hug. Come on, Chris, can I give you a hug? Let me give you a hug. It's all right. Can we go to Longhorn? Katie done got you kicked out of Texas Roadhouse. Chris, I thank you, Chris. I thank you, Chris. Said you were down here in Panama City Beach and was going to take me to the Texas Roadhouse. What happened to that? Just asked him for a friend, and then you got gone. You disappeared, honey. If I had have known that was you, Chris, I might have took you up on that offer, honey. Where'd you go, Chris? Had to get back to Hendersonville. Did Katie know that was you, honey? Would I have been surprised if I met with you in the Texas Roadhouse and took you up on that offer, honey? Oh, Christopher! Why can't people just be who they say they are? Why can't people just be who they say they are? Just asked him for a friend. All right, let's get back to it. Uh-oh. I hit the wrong thing here. Not crazy said, wait, what? Shh. We'll talk later. Why is my computer going so slow? Damn it. Oh, I'm going to need to refresh if this keeps up.
But we can watch for ourselves. Here it is. And they go left. Or she goes left. Or he goes left. So at this point, I'll stop and say, real quick for me, has nothing to do with Silver's on the scene. Either KP, either CP, either both of them, or someone else. allegedly, because you can't make it out. If you can freeze frame it, I can't. I can't see. The rear cam is not as clear as the front cam. Probably couldn't have seen it on the front cam either. It just appears to be her car. My thoughts are she was driving through the neighborhood to see, the yard sale. Maybe it was just as simple as I'm going to stop at the yard sale or see who's doing the yard sale, because she's obviously going, or he's going, or whoever's driving this car is going back through the neighborhood. Now, I'll continue and then we'll go back. As we get to the stops sign, because it is a stop sign, Kellen, and you, Long Haul La Paz. There's a lot of vehicles coming, and I'm still seeing if I need to go right or left.
Okay, can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? they said, did the convicts get me? Oh my God. Lord have mercy. Oh, this just ain't right. What in the heck is going on? Okay, now I gotta find what's his names again. Hold on a minute. I'm back from outer space. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Okay, so I had to get okay, so I had to go back and get I had to go back and get silvers. Lord only knows. I thought y'all were able to see that, but I guess not. So hold on a minute. I don't know what is going on with my ears are here. All right, hold on. It's acting wonky. I don't know why it's not letting me get silvers up again. Hold on. I mean, that's there, but hold on. Oh, here we go. Okay. Hmm. Come back. Come back. Okay. Silvers is out. It's playing, but it's not up there. Hold on. I don't know what it's doing. Silvers don't want to come back up. Come on. Okay. Okay, I don't know why Silvers don't want to come back up, but Silvers is not wanting to come back up. So, if y'all want to watch Silvers on the scene, just go back and go over there and sub up to him and watch Silvers on the scene. For some reason, it's not completely coming up. I don't know why, but that's what's going on there. Let me try this one and see if it's working. Let me see if this one's working. It could be StreamYard. Hell, I don't know. Let's see this one. Hold on.
Three months since the teenager vanished in the middle of the night from the Tennessee home where he was living with his mother and his stepfather. Seth Rogers, the teenager's father, made the call Sunday at a vigil for the boy.
Thing about this one
for the FBI
is this
as the lead
was
investigating
May
agency.
21st, 24.
Sebastian was missing on the morning of February 26th.
Credit to hindsight.
Despite a few hopeful clues that turned out to be false, there have been no signs of the boy anywhere. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office is heading up the search, but Seth says the department has shown no sense of urgency in trying to find his son. He says people have told him they reported evidence to the department, but then got no response back. The Sheriff's Office says it's been working diligently on the case and that the FBI is already helping along with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. In fact, the TBI issued this Amber Alert on Sebastian the day after he disappeared. But Rogers said a fresh set of eyes is needed and that it's time for the department to hand over the reins completely to the FBI. For more now, we're joined by Seth Rogers, Sebastian's father, and Tony Mathis, the spokesman for Seth and also a family friend. Thanks so much for joining us. Seth, this is not the first time you've called for the FBI to step in and take over. Why do you think it's so important?
I don't want my son to become a cold case. And the way that I'm seeing things now, it'll be a cold case.
You mentioned that people are calling in with information. They're not getting calls back?
Well, they're not going to call back and let them know that they checked the information. What it is I've got people that have contacted me and been like, we found stuff. And we've contacted Sumner County to come pick it up to see if it has any relevance to my son being missing. And they just don't show up.
Tony, what do you think the chances are the FBI will in fact step in? They can't do that unless local officials there ask them to.
I think it's going to take great outlets.
Sorry, both of you can answer, but yeah. Tony, you first, then Seth.
I mean, I think what it's going to take is it's going to take networks such as yours to put a little pressure on them to let them know that either one, we want some confidence that they're getting somewhere in the case, which means a little communication with Seth, which we're not getting, or, we want them to elevate the case.
What do you mean, Seth? You're not communicating with police?
Sumner County, I don't believe that text messages are a valid form of communication. I can't tell anything from your tone or how you're speaking to me. It's just like sending somebody an email in response to their questions, but it actually has more to do with how you respond than what you responded with.
Seth, you have a theory about what may have happened to your son. We should say your son Sebastian has autism, so he might have. Would he have difficulty being out and about on his own?
I believe he would.
Okay, so what's your theory about what happened to him?
Well, my theory is not new. It's just the last thing that I've been informed of is Sumner County has, as they said, no evidence that he ever left the house.
What does that tell you?
My son is invisible inside of a house that nobody's in.
Well, you know that's not true. So what, I mean, seriously, what do you think? I mean, do you think he's suffered some sort of foul play?
I don't know if there's foul play or not. I'm just stating that that's what they've told me. Well, if that's what you've told me in 3 months, let's have some common sense. You know,
Seth, you also said that you got copies of some reports from Child Protective Services about how Sebastian was treated by your ex-wife. Is there anything you can tell us about what was in those reports?
no, ma'am. That is all confidential between me, DCS, and my attorney.
But you don't, and nobody thinks that anything in there might be relevant to what might have happened to him.
Sumner County has had these records since probably day one, maybe day two. I had to jump through hoops in order to receive them, or I was told I could go to Sumner County to receive a copy of them.
You know, when we last had you on, we were hopeful that there was a picture that had been found from North Carolina of a boy who looked
You know what? This is really irritating me. It's really irritating me. It really is. I'm almost scared to put it up there again. I'm going to try.
another false lead.
It took took them 8 or 9 days to track down the mom of the child.
So it was just another boy who looked like Sebastian.
Really, I mean, yeah. I've seen pictures of the gentleman next to his mom in front of a Christmas tree, and it's just like, man, I mean, it was hope.
You know, that's sad. It really is sad. All these false leads. And if any one of those pictures or any lead to me looked like Sebastian, or probably the whole world, that one did right there. But my point was, with that video right there, my point was, that was last May, what Seth said on that to the news. And here we are again in May 25th, almost a year later, or a little bit past a year, actually, or almost to a year, I'm sorry. And it's almost full circle. And, you know, what was it, back in December? And I'm saying this. Seth's not saying this. I'm saying this. Smiley's saying this. And here we are. Nothing has come about anything. Nothing has been done, in my opinion. Just why? Why? This is very disheartening. It pisses me off. I know it don't make the community happy. And here we are a year later. Here we are a year later. Well, I've been writing my letters. I don't know about y'all, but I've been writing my letters. And this morning, I wrote Craddock. Will it do any good? Probably hell no, but I did it. I did it. I did it very respectfully, very professionally. And I am pushing for grand jury with him and and D.A. Whitley. You know, I've written to Brandon Carter. I've written to Bill Lee. You know, something needs to be done. But as far as Silvers, I'm sorry I couldn't show you all the rest of that. You can go over there and watch it. The black truck followers, you know, are sets behind. And why? Why? I didn't see them stopping at the yard sale either that was down the street. Look, my point is, Silvers on the scene is back in Hendersonville. He don't live in that town. He's riding around. He was told there was yard sales in that neighborhood of Stafford Court area. There were signs. He wanted to drive around. He wanted to look for Katie's son, Sebastian Rogers. After all, he has every right. He has every right to look for a missing person who has drawn national attention, who has an active Amber Alert, who the FBI has a $50,000 reward out, and others have a reward out for totaling $500,000 together. Period. Who Sumner County Sheriff's Department has Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers on their on their website as well. Sumner County asked on their website to call in tips and information on their website. I mean, everyone has a right to look for Sebastian and talk about Sebastian and certainly drive down any public roads anywhere. And they have a right to do that without feeling like people's following them, jumping in their cars and feeling intimidated. You know, what Silvers on the scene did, I can appreciate. I can appreciate anyone who puts time in any way, shape, or form they can looking for a missing child, especially when the parent especially the mother allegedly isn't putting at least everything she can into finding her son. And obviously she's not. She's chilling up with her man she loves so much. I mean, the camper's there, the truck's there, you know, they're chilling up in the house, just chilling, watching people go down the road, make sure they can, you know, what do they got going on, you know, scanning the roads, making sure anybody else coming down through there so they can try to throw another lawsuit to see if it sticks. I don't know. So they don't have to, I don't know. What are they trying to do? Become rich off of their son's back on lawsuits? I don't know. I don't know. Memorial Day is coming up. Sebastian was said to like to swim. Oh, I hate to say this, I'm gonna cringe. He can swim like a fish. Oh, God. It's sad. It's sad. If he's not found safe soon, he won't be able to swim. He won't be able to enjoy summer and do all the things he likes to do. No summer cookouts, no fishing, no vacation. You know, they'll just carry on with their vacations. But everyone else will just be doing all the things like he never existed. You know, go on with life, right? But speaking of Sebastian like swimming, I wonder if Sumner County Police Department or, Katie volunteered up, I wonder if anybody showed Sebastian's water shoes that he wore in the swimming pools because he didn't like to go barefooted. And we know he wore his water shoes or whatever they're called. I got about 12 pair of them myself because I think they're cutesy and I wear them out everywhere. I do. I wear them out everywhere. People think I'm crazy. Not just when I go swimming. In fact, I go barefooted in the water, but I like them because they're cutesy. But anyway, I just wonder if those were accounted for, if those were pulled out of a closet, if those were sitting by a door. I just wonder if supposedly, allegedly, Sebastian left with no shoes on. If Katie said, hey, look, here's his water shoes. He didn't wear those out either. Just saying. Yep, here's his water shoes. We keep these water shoes in my closet. We keep these water shoes in the hall closet. I'm just wondering, asking for a few friends. Just a question. Oh my God. Just a question. It's time some answers come out. Come on now. You're all bright. Well, I would like to think you are. I would like to think you are. But, I don't know. I don't know nothing anymore. I just don't know. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see something here. Hold on. What is this? Hold on. I don't know what this is. Hold on. I'm trying to read something. Okay, I'm trying to read something somebody sent me. I don't know what this is because it was just sent to me, but it was dated February 2025. General Sessions Division, Sumner County Juvenile Court, David Howard, Judge, Chairman of Board, and I'm just getting it. I have no idea what it is, so we're going to read it together. I don't know. Merrill Hyde, Chairman Board of Sumner County Commissioners, 105 Rebecca Avenue, Hendersonville, Tennessee, 37075, regarding Committee to Protect Children. Chairman Hyde, as you are aware, resolution number 2309-14 established an ad hoc committee to study and is appropriate, make recommendations to the Sumner County Commission to address threats to Sumner County's children. This committee is consisted of representatives of our faith-based community, education community, legal community, and child welfare community. After months of discussion across multiple topics, I believe we have identified underlying issues that this committee finds particularly relevant and now make our recommendations known. Enclosed, please find the memorandum voted on and approved by the committee's membership and then signed by me in my captivity of chairman. Our conclusion was that the strength of family unit is of paramount importance of the protection of my child. The committee believes that Sumner County can lead the change in addressing the need for prevention rather than reaction. Simply put, we want children and families to avoid the justice system, defendants or victims. To do that, we want them to receive the services and help they need. Oftentimes, however, people do not know what they do. We believe that this can be a discreet but cooperative effort between the County Commission and the Board of Education, two governmental concerns that eventually touch every Sumner County child and adult. With your cooperation submitted, I believe that the ad hoc committee mandate is met and our business concluded. As such, we do not intend any further meetings. If, however, the commission requires further deliberations or actions to answer any questions at your discretion, I will reconvene the committee. Respectfully, David R. Howard. Hold on. And then there's General Sessions Division 2, Sumner County Juvenile Court, David Howard, Alan Hickey, Magistrate, Memorandum, Ad hoc Committee, the Protection Children Recommendations. Hold on. This is small. The meeting with the committee members over the past few months, an ad hoc committee on the protection of the children has discussed many of the issues that are pervasive amongst our county's youth, especially issues surrounding threats of mass violence, bullying, sextortion, and general lack of preventative or pervasive, some of this is cut off, accessible to students and families. This, in fact, became the focus of the committee's efforts. The great shadow over all committees' discussions has been that of addressing our youth's mental health concerns and its more preventative ways to avoid school disruption, violence, and court involvement throughout mandate given in the county's commission. And the committee would reminisce if the body was silent on how to mental health issues are the defining characters of issues facing the students. Sumner County, in light of all the committee's discussions and following recommendations, are set of the committee commissions to address preventative measures for each of these issues. The committee recommends that resources and downloaded each accessible on the middle school and high school students' iPads throughout the county, such as direct connection to housing and food instability, reporting mental health treatment options, substance abuse treatment options, abuse and neglect reporting, bullying reporting, and threats of mass violence reporting. The committee finds that getting these resources in the hands of all middle school and high school students in the county with some additional training on how to access these resources would help create opportunities for early identification of issues and provide for additional preventative solutions to larger problems and develop and result in high discipline and juvenile court action. This could be a cooperative effort between the county commission and the board of education. And then the judge signed it, Judge Howard, and it was sent. And the members are Judge Howard, Chairman, Reverend Eric Jackson, Rick Duffer, Beverly Hyde, Becca Page, Amy Knott, Reverend Matt Taylor, Amy Burke Slayers, Logan Scholes, Dr. Ray Clark, and Reverend Derek Jackson. And this, it's got, I don't know, but that was, I can post that, but that was in, February 20th, 2025. That memorandum. Thank you for who sent me that. I don't know if you're even in here now, but I just got that. And then they said, who sent me this said the committee was to protect children of Sumner County, came up with their conclusions to present to the county commissioners, downloaded some apps on the kids' Chromebooks, and then they said they actually sent it to Justin too. Thank you so much. I don't know if you're in here watching me or not, but thank you. And that was 5 days before Sebastian got gone. That you can't make this stuff up. You can't. You can't make this stuff up. Where was that, me and you? I mean, you mean flyer outside, like not online? Do you mean online, or do you mean out in the public? Wow. I don't even know what to say. I hope they hadn't been so quiet because they got faith. That's all I'm going to say. But why have they been so quiet? I don't know. They take those spells. They take those spells. They just, they do. They just take those spells. And I shouldn't say they. I should say he takes those spells. That he gets quiet because she don't really say much or do much. She should be out there advocating for her son again, in my opinion. Hey, Cow Gal. Hello. She said it was on X. Yeah. I don't know. You got to be careful, just whoever that is, blatant, straight out saying that. You just got to put in your opinion and writing that and stuff. That can get you in hot water with them because they've been known to, really. Oh, she did send it to me. Okay. See. Oh, yes, please do. Yeah. Yeah, please do. Okay, thank you. Sorry, y'all. I talk to these people like I think they're in here or they can hear me when it's a text. I don't know. Sorry, I'll be talking to myself like I'm crazy. Hold on a minute. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. And yeah, y'all continue to pray for everybody in the tornadoes and stuff like that. I don't see if somebody sent me something. Hold on. You said it was on X. I don't know, but I didn't get I looked in my spam too. But anyway, I don't know. Just, y'all just continue. Y'all continue just to pray that Sebastian. Oh, me and he's going to send it. Okay. Yeah, just continue to pray for Sebastian. Hey, Poppy Love. And do what you can to keep his name and face out there and share. It's sad. It really is. Smiley, when you asked a question, I answer it out loud. Yeah, I know. I'm bad about that. If we can each just do what we can in our own way, it's got to make some kind of difference. We never know. Hey, Charlie, good to see you. Good to see you. I am so happy to see all of y'all in here. Hold on. I'm so happy to see all of y'all in here. I don't know what has been going on with this StreamYard lately because it's about to kill me. I think everybody's been having problems with it, but mine has been going wacko. You mean oh, I just saw that the other day. I will try to find that. You mean that lady in the lady out there in the yard and somebody's under that porch? Is that what you mean? I think because I just saw that the other day. I'll look for it again. Yes, okay. Where did I find that at? Okay, here's a flyer. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. And they said they don't know who did that? Now, how is that supposed to find Sebastian? I'm just wondering. And they put this on X. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Ellie needs to they need to do a handwriting analysis, and then they need to go arrest these people right here. And I don't care if that's taken up for anybody, even Katie, because how's that finding Sebastian for real? And if these get out, this is kind of shit. Oh my God. I just don't even know. I just don't know. Listen, I don't know, but if anybody has any tips, please just turn them in. Please do the best y'all can. And so much is going on right now. All I know is Sebastian needs to be found. He needs to be found. He needs to be brought home. You know, he needs to be brought home. Needs to be brought home. If anybody has any information on Sebastian, please call it in. 1-800-TBI-FIND, 615-451-3838. If you think you see him out there, do not wait. Call 911, snap a picture, say, hey, Sebastian. See if he turns around. You know, call 1-833-TELL-DOG. You know, do what you can, but keep his name and face out there. Do something. Do something. And don't let anybody tell you any different, because whatever you do, it is doing good. It's doing something. It's keeping this case open. Okay? And that's what we have to do. So just put out the truth. We don't need any lies. We don't need any crap. Just do the best you can. And your best is all anybody asks for. That's good enough. So I appreciate you being here today, and just thank you so much. Thank you for your support, and thank you for being here. Hit the thumbs up. The more you hit the thumbs up, the more it goes out everywhere. You know, just like it. It's free. That's all I ask. All right. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you out here later. Bye.